I have an announcement to make. Last week, I had naked sex with the Home Secretary. And I want to sell my story. Of course I haven't. But if I had, who would I go to? Well, I'd go to my next guest, because he is a high-profile agent and publicist who represents both celebrities and, for want of a better word, harlots. Please welcome the man Virginia Bottomley called that little turd, Laurence Knowles. Laurence, you are the man they love to hate.
I'd prefer to think of myself as the man they hate to love.
But you're not. But you're not. You are the man they love to hate.
Well, that's very amusing, Alan, and some of your audience found it amusing too. But there is a positive side to what I do. I often help various celebrities. If I might give you an example.
Please do.
Let's take the Dimbleby brothers. Supposing Jonathan and David came to me and they said, Laurence, we need help. People think of us as a little bit too serious, a little bit dull.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Well, I would rectify that image problem by ensuring that the Dimbleby brothers were seen letting their hair down at a fashionable night spot, such as Stringfellows.
Right.
Or perhaps sharing an ice cream at Alton Towers.
Or a can of Spunt.
Yes. Yes. Conversely, take a celebrity who is perhaps perceived as being unintelligent. Someone like Paul Gazza Gascoigne.
Or Dave Lee Travis.
Yes. That's a better example.
Yes, it is, isn't it? Yeah.
So if Dave Lee Travis was worried about looking unintelligent, I would ensure that he was seen at the opera, perhaps with a book in his hand.
Yes, I see. It's quite clever. Yeah.
Another scenario that might occur is a celebrity who comes to me and says, Laurence, I am a practising homosexual, and I would like to keep this delicate matter private.
Very wise.
I would then ensure that this homosexual VIP was seen in a heterosexual context.
Such as?
A pub. A fast car. A football match.
Right. You don't mean George Best?
No, Alan, let me assure you that George is as straight as the passes he used to make to Bobby Charlton, who, by the way, is also not a homosexual.
But what if someone comes up to you and says, Laurence, how can I put it? I play for both sides. I play for Manchester United and Manchester City. I'm Dennis Law.
I don't understand him.
I'm bisexual.
You are?
No, Dennis Law. No, not Dennis Law. No, God, no. Sorry, Dennis. Sorry about that. If you're watching, let's go for a drink sometime. As friends. No, actually, no, let's not. Let's call it off. I'll just go home to my wife. I must say, I'm looking forward to seeing Hot Pants later. Yeah. Oh, yes. Stay tuned, fellas. Now, Laurence, very recently, you have been involved in a massive royal scandal in which you've obtained photographs of the royal family taken from hidden cameras, and you've published these in a book.
This book is in no way scandalous nor salacious. The book, Her Majesty's Pleasure, is being published purely in the public interest.
Well, you say that, but there's photographs. There's one here, Prince Edward in the bath. He's quite interested in this. He's made himself a mock beard from the foam suds. So it quite suits him.
Believe me, Alan, I obtained some photos that were frankly unpublishable.
And are they in the book?
Yes, they are.
OK. We've sat and listened to you present yourself with great eloquence, but Ladies and gentlemen, Laurence has unwittingly stumbled into a new section of my show called Eat Your Own Medicine. Laurence, for the past 4 weeks, you have been under surveillance from our team of Knowing Me, Knowing You snoopers. This is what we discovered. Show the clip. Take a look at this. It's a disabled parking space. Hello, who's this parking in it? It's a big Jaguar containing able-bodied Laurence Knowles. It's quite a nice car, that. There you go. You get out of the car, look around, little pick of the nose. It's a good one. Pop it in the mouth.
Is that the best you've got, Alan?
No, that was merely an hors d'oeuvre. Let's have a look at the main course. Here you are again, emerging from an anonymous-looking black door. Another treat for Laurence Knowles there. I give you this, you certainly keep your nose clean. But the question is, what's going on behind the door? I'll tell you, dermatology.
Oh, come on, Alan, this is pathetic. Ludicrous.
Is it? Is it as ludicrous as a man with such a grotesque, hairy back that he has to visit a dermatologist once every 6 weeks to have his unsightly and innumerable hairs removed?
Alan, this is a non-story. The public are not interested in my back.
Aren't they? Let's ask them. Would you like to know more about Laurence's hairy back? Yes! There's your answer, mate. Bring on my big pocket right now. Bring it on. Will you please come out of my pocket, Laurence Knowles' dermatologist, Clive Seeley. Clive, just how hairy is Laurence's back?
Well, it's very hairy, Alan. I mean, this is the amount of hair you'd find on an averagely haired back, yeah?
Right.
And this is the amount collected at last session with Laurence. I mean, it's enough to cover 12 small children.
This is Knowing Me, Knowing You with Alan Partridge, smooth as an eel. Except in the normal areas. Unlike Dave Lee Travis, hairy cornflake. Now, the Knowles back is surely his Achilles heel. How deep are the scars?
Well, during the sessions, he's told me lots of the names that he was called at school.
Oh, good. What are they?
Wolfman, Monkey Boy, Godzilla, King Kong...
Human carpet?
Yes, yes. Gus the Gorilla.
Right, actually, in the office, we had a bit of fun earlier on. We've just come up with a list of potential nicknames for Laurence. I'll go through them very quickly. Kiwi Fruit, Moth Banquet, quite an interesting one. Furball XL5, Billy Furry, that's Billy Fury with a different pronunciation, that's mine. And, of course, Hairy Krishna. Marvellous. Laurence, anything to say?
You'll be hearing from my solicitor in the morning.
Oh, bit prickly. Or should I say hairy?
I have the same solicitor as Dave Lee Travis.
Big deal.
And Roger Moore.
Oh, God. Laurence Knowles and Clive Seeley.